Hello again. Today I would like to talk to you about a very interesting topic called positioning. You know, many companies, they talk to me about the best marketing is basically the word of mouth. In Russia they call this sarafan radio, word of mouth. It's true. Word of mouth is the best marketing. Promotion, I mean. However, do you control your word of mouth? Don't answer me. I've observed many companies where they don't know exactly what people say about them. What is their real position? Me personally, many years ago, I had some restaurants together with my first wife and Chinese restaurants. And our servants, they asked people, did you like it? And most people answered, yes. But a lot of those people did not come necessarily back. So I said, there is something wrong with this question. And I asked them, can you ask another question? And I asked them to ask the following question. What would you say about the restaurant to your friends? I repeat, what would you say about the restaurant to your friends? And if they could not answer, there was a problem, of course. So this simple question, what would you say to the others or your friends about us or about some specific product of us, is a very important question. Let me give you another example. Imagine you're in the business of publishing and you telephone your clients or you meet your clients face to face or on the phone, verbally, not written. And you will see why you cannot do this written. So you say, my friend, thank you very much for being friend. What would you say or do you say to your friends about us? Now you might have the following three responses. The first reaction or response would be negative, you know. Oh, nothing, blah, 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 blah. What do you know now? This person is not happy. Yes, that's true. But to how many people does this person talk? A lot, right? Negative people who have negative opinions about you, they talk more, and those opinions goes faster, and people believe them sometimes faster. So, it is important, a negative person, to change him into at least a neutral person, right? Second situation, neutral situation. You ask the person, what would you say to your friends about us or our products or services? And the client thinks a bit. Yeah, maybe this, or yeah, this. You know, this person is neutral. He's not really super satisfied, he's just satisfied. Now, my question to you is, how can you see this when you do the survey written? You can't. That's why you have to do the survey verbal, on the phone or face to face. Now, what to do when the person gives you a neutral answer? Well, you have to say, oh my God, we normally have very happy clients, so how can we make you more happy? And you help this person to become more happy, isn't it? Now, the third category is, of course, the ones you want. The client who tells you, oh, I like the printing house because you're fast, the quality is always good, the reliance is very well done, etc., right? This is what you need. You want people who talk about you to others. Why? Well, because those people will talk about you. This is how you create the word of mouth. Now, the point is that a positive person, compared to a negative person, there is less positive persons who talk to less people than negative persons. Meaning, if you have one negative person, on average you need 5 positive people for the balance to be positive towards good news about your company. Do you understand? So, here is my advice to you. as soon as possible, you ask all your salespeople, and eventually everyone, to telephone or contact clients and to ask them one simple question. What do you say about us to your friends? Or would you say about us to your friends? And then to listen and to look. If the answer is negative, change it into neutral. If the answer is neutral, help this person to become positive. And if the person is positive, via different systems, try to make this person your active word of mouth speaker, meaning he will do your promotion and push this person and help this person to promote. Do you understand this? It's actually very simple. And by the way, while you ask this question, you also have the possibility to sell something to this person, isn't it? Okay, so you do this, and you get responses. Between brackets, some people, they give general responses or cliches like, oh, it's good quality price, or it's nice service. Okay, this is fine, but what you need is precise things. Honestly, when I go to McDonald's and I pay like 10 euros, and tomorrow I go to Chez Bruno 3-star restaurant where I pay 300 euros, both have a very good quality price. So terms like good quality price, good service, nice feeling, all these things are cliches. They are not precise. So you ask more precise things. So when a person answers you, oh, good quality price, you say, thank you. But what do you really mean? Can you be more precise? What do you mean with good quality? Do you understand? To get exact answers from the client who are positive. And those exact answers from the clients who are positive, you now are going to use to position yourself on the market. Right? You know, when I ask you, think about 3 drinks, you know, like carboxide drinks. The first one is, right, Coca-Cola. Second one is Pepsi, right? Third one is, most people, they think in their mind, the first 3 brands come up very fast in the first 3 seconds. Only experts go to 6, 7 maximum. But most people, in their mind, they have a kind of a position ladder where they put number 1, 2, 3, and then they forget the rest. Now, if you're not number 1, 2, 3 on the market, you have to have another ladder, right? And this is how to do it. When you ask people what would they say about you to the others, somehow they tell you how they see you in their minds. And this is your position. So imagine if this printing house is doing a survey and the majority of the people say, oh, those guys are the only ones really in time. When we need it, within short time, I mean. When we need it in 24 hours, we have it. So what do you do now? You have a position. The position of ending short-time jobs in time. Do you see what I mean? And this you are going to promote then more and more and more. Now, how to promote this and what to use and what emotions to use, this you can ask us. We have a course about this. We can help you. We can teach you. We can even coach you on that. Now, on the other hand, if you are number 1 on the market right now, in the position, meaning in the minds of the people, if your position in the minds of the people is number 1, meaning if I would telephone all of the prospects and clients on your market, and I would ask, in printing, who is number 1? And they will give your name, you would then be number 1, isn't it? Now, if you're number 1 on the market, you never say it. You never say it. It's like a man, when there is a girl and he's showing, I'm number 1, I'm number 1. Nobody wants this, with some exceptions, of course. So when you're number 1, you show it. You set a standard. This is basically what McDonald's did, what Sony did, what Philips is doing, what Mercedes is doing. You set a standard on the market. You don't say you're number one. You set a standard. You educate. Now, when you're number two, it's a different strategy. Imagine there is two men. One is helping a woman to sit down on a chair. So this woman thinks, this is a gentleman. In her mind of gentleman, he's number one. Now, you are not number one. So if you're going to copy the other, she will say, this is copy or plagiat. No. At that moment, you have to do something different. You have to position yourself towards number one. And for that, you can use the results of the survey. The same with number three, etc. Now, definitively, if you're not number 1 to 3 on the market, you definitely have a position of your own. Because if you don't have a position of your own, and you promote, what will happen? Let's take an example of, you open a hamburger restaurant at 1 kilometer from McDonald's. And you invest a lot of money in flyers, in promotion. So you promote, right? So what will happen? Actually, 2 things will happen. The first thing which will happen is more people will come to you. That's right. It's better to promote than not to promote. So you promote and you give more people. But there is another thing which will happen. And this is the following. Most of the people who receive your brochures will think in their mind about McDonald's. Because in their mind, McDonald's is number 1. So thanks to your promotion, McDonald's will have more people. Do you see this? I had a grandfather of my ex-wife. He was a Chinese man. He was one of the first, if not the first, restaurant owner in my country, Belgium. And he opened the first restaurant there. And after a while, after 20 years, many restaurants came in this street. Today it's called Chinatown. And I asked him one day, I said, are you not afraid of all this promotion of others? And he said, no, why should I? The more they promote, the more they attract people who come in the street. And some of them come to me. And I don't have to promote. Do you understand this? So when you're not number 1 to 3 on the market, when you're not really known, when people don't have a position for you, if you promote, well, you promote for yourself, this is true. But at the same time, you promote for number 1 on the market. Do you understand this? So you better don't do this. What can you do then as a solution if you're not number 1 to 3? Well, the solution is the following. Either you go to McDonald's and you say, hello, we are promoting, and we saw that you also get clients thanks to our promotion. So why don't we co-promote? This is one thing you can do, and it's cheap and fast. Another much better thing to do is the following. After the survey results, telephone or meeting, you know what the clients say about you, and this you use as your position, and this you promote. But since you're now number 1 on this position, you don't say we are number 1 in this, but you show the standard. For instance, again, this printing house. Clients say, we go to you or we come to you because you're the best in very short-term tasks, immediately done in time. You understand? Very flexible. So, the majority of your clients say this, and they really mean it, and they are very enthusiastic. So, now you're not going to say, we are the most flexible on short-term projects. No, because that would be saying we are number 1. No, you say the following. This is how we do it. Or you set a standard. A short-term project should be done in so much time. And then you explain how you do this. You educate, you set a standard. You educate, you set a standard. Do you understand this? And only by doing these simple things, you already will feel the difference. Because a good position with control of the word of mouth results in a higher income. Of course, there is much more to know about marketing. There is much more to know about positioning and about promotion. But for that, I would like to ask you to contact us as soon as possible, because we can help you with information and we can help you as coach to really grow this, to really make sure your promotion gets the maximum results. So I expect your call or your mail or your fax. Thank you very much.